If dogs bark at people for being different, they also bark at people for being the same. I am not interested in the wealth of nature, but in the nature of wealth. He did crazy and unexpected phrases from Diogenes of Sinope. His life was crazy and impressive. Today I will talk to you about one of the philosophers that most caught my attention, Diogenes of Sinope, and we will be seeing some lessons that this great man left us. An awesome philosopher. He was one of the most controversial and fascinating philosophers of ancient Greece. Diogenes was a philosopher who rejected social conventions and lived very simply, but his teachings have endured to this day and are still very valuable. And today you will see how you can apply it to your life. Brutal honesty. Diogenes believed that honesty was the basis of all virtues and that sincerity at all times was key. We must be honest with ourselves, with others, even if it is difficult at times. Humility. Diogenes rejected ego and pride and lived very simply, without worrying about material possessions. We must learn to be humble and value what really matters. Freedom. Diogenes believed in individual freedom and rejected oppression and slavery, and we must value and defend our freedom and that of others. Indifference to fame and success. Diogenes rejected fame and believed, and that true happiness was not in them. We must learn what really matters and not get carried away by for fame or success at any cost. The importance of the present. Diogenes lived in the present and rejected the past and the future. We must learn to live in the present moment and enjoy what we have now. Simplicity. Diogenes was the philosopher who lived as simply as possible and believed that true happiness was not in the material possessions. We must learn to value the simple and worry so much about having things. Self-knowledge. Diogenes firmly believed that self-knowledge was essential to life and that we must know ourselves. In order to live in harmony with the world, we must seek to know ourselves and be aware of our strengths and weaknesses. The importance of authenticity. Diogenes believed that people should live according to their own principles and not try to fit into society's expectations. We must be authentic and live according to our values. Reason. Diogenes said that reason was the only guide to the truth. You have to learn to question and reason to make important decisions in our lives. Self-sufficiency. Diogenes sought self-sufficiency and the independence in their lifestyle, demonstrating that we do not need to depend on the options or the judgment of others to be happy. We must learn to be self-sufficient and not depend on the judgment of others, more than ourselves. Virtue. Diogenes valued virtue and moral integrity, showing that happiness does not depend on wealth or power, but on virtue and honesty. We must seek to be virtuous and honest in our actions and decisions. Be critical of society. Diogenes criticized the society of his time and his way of life, showing that we should not accept reality as it is. But we must be critical and look for a change. We must question everything and criticize the society and seek positive change. In conclusion, these were some lessons from Diogenes of Sinope that can be applied to your life to improve the way you face it. I hope this has been useful and interesting for you. If you liked the content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more interesting videos like this one. See you next time.